Being Eddie is the latest documentary film about comedic icon Eddie Murphy, and it showcases his early life. But more recently, about 2011, Eddie Murphy had made a whole bunch of films, say like Tower Heist, and then I think like Meet Dave, and they weren't really that. I mean, Tower Heist was great, but Meet Dave was very hit and miss. And there hadn't been films about Eddie Murphy, or he hadn't been acting for a long while. And then he returned to Netflix, and then he had a kind of comeback. And it's really interesting seeing how if you're in the spotlight and you're always on the go, sometimes you just kind of just need to slow down and have perspective, and then come back and feel more recharged. And it's really interesting seeing Eddie Murphy having perspective on his career. And then the second half of the documentary goes into him being on SNL in like 2019, his resurgence, him being in things like My Dolomite's My Name, Candy Cane Lane, a whole bunch of the Netflix films, and then now heading into his future in his early to mid 60s, now being in the next Pink Panther film, the Shrek films, and a Vile film. So yeah, it's really interesting how like even as if you're someone as an actor like Eddie Murphy, where it's like always stardom, it is good to kind of relax, take a bit back, and then kind of reset and go, because it's interesting in how I'm looking forward to seeing the future of Eddie Murphy's career. So it's not as good as my John Candy documentary I saw at TIFF, but I'd still really recommend this on Netflix.